this video we're going to look at how you calculate the area of a parallelogram. Here we have a parallelogram, and we can tell this because it has two pairs of parallel sides. This top side is parallel to this bottom side, and we mark those on with arrows. Parallel simply means that the top side, if it continued on this line here, and this line continued on, they would never meet no matter what. No matter how long that line continued for, they'd never meet. They run side by side. In a similar way, this side here on the left is parallel to this side on the right, and I've marked that with two arrows because they are different parallel to the top and bottom side. So again, this side here would never meet with this side here. So that's what a parallelogram is. How do we find the area of it? Well, if you take this parallelogram and you mark on this line here, and imagine that you cut along that line and split it into two shapes, you'd end up with this shape here and then this triangle here. If you take this triangle and we put it over here, like so, and then join the shape up, you'd end up with this. Now we know that shape is a rectangle, and actually we know how to calculate the area of a rectangle. This one will just simply be 6 times 3, which is 18 centimeters squared. Now we didn't change the area at all we did was chop the shape and move it around a bit. So this area is 18, the area of the parallelogram that we started with must also be 18. So to get the area of a parallelogram, you simply take the base along here, and then you take the height here, and you multiply them. So the area of this one is 6 multiplied by 3, which is 18 centimeters squared. Let's have a look at a second example then. So we have another parallelogram, only we've got 3 bits of information on it this time. We have a 7, a 3 and a 4. Now it should be fairly obvious that 7 here is a base, but which one's going to be the height? Is it going to be the 3 here, or is it going to be the 4 here? Now the correct answer turns out to be this 3, and if you've watched the triangles video you'll probably be able to explain why. This 3 here makes a right angle with the 7, so the base and the height of any shape must always form a right angle. We call that perpendicular. This 4 here is on a slope, and you wouldn't measure a height like that. So the correct answer is 7 multiplied by the height, which is 3, which gives you 21 centimeters squared. Okay, here are 4 parallelograms for you to try. If you press pause and then calculate the area of each one, then press play again and I will take you through the answers. Okay, here are the answers then. For the first parallelogram we have 12 along the top here. That would actually be the same as the 12 here at the bottom. So the base is 12 and the height, which makes a right angle, is this 3 centimeters here. So we're going to do 12 multiplied by 3, which gives you 36 centimeters squared. Okay, for this next one here we have 4.5 as a base, which makes a right angle with this 6 here, so we need to do 6 multiplied by 4.5, which comes out as 27 centimeters squared. And for this one here, now it's just been turned on its side a little bit, but it's no different. We have 8 and 2, so we multiply 8 by 2, which gives you 16, but be careful, this one's in meters and this one's in meters, so we have 16 meters squared rather than centimeters squared. And finally this one here, we've got 12 and 9, so we have 12 multiplied by 9, which equals 108 centimeters squared.